two poems. And the first one was published in Nova Bards, I think last year. And the second one hasn't been, but that's okay. So sometimes sort of tangentially related to the theme, I think we are refugees from things going on around us as we look for sports and leisure, right? And it happens to be baseball season. And I'm a huge Nationals fan. Yeah, sad Nationals fan. Although they beat the Orioles last night, and hopefully we'll beat them again tonight. But this poem is called This Baseball Speaks. I whispered to the pitcher, they'd rather talk baseball today. Trajectory, the physics of me. Hit over green monsters, not the monsters in charge. Their unforced errors have grand slam damaged so much. No, he won't slide me into the dirt. He won't bury himself, his team. He will make me kiss leather, the wood. He knows it hurts. 100 plus games. So much my hide, so filthy under ruddy fingers clenched. I can't take the extra innings. One more puff of dust. One more ball called, I might explode. I whisper to the pitcher. They'd rather talk baseball today, drink beer in the rain, laugh as they pull the tarp over jewel fields. It's easier than lighting through truth. That's a red death stitch. Loss stings more than vinegar on a bitten lip, a bloody tongue. I whisper to the pitcher, they'd rather talk baseball today, the only game without a clock, where I fly a sacrifice before it's done. So, thanks. So the next poem, and I have some family stuff. I might not be able to stick around for the second round, but my daughter is getting married on Saturday. Yeah. And we're very excited. We love him. We love them together. And in fact, his family, his father was a refugee, political refugee from Cuba at the age of 6. He came over, and Carlos. And so one of the first times Evan, my future son-in-law, came to visit, he taught me how to make Vaca Frita. And I don't know if any of you are familiar with it. Literally means fried cow. Okay. And it's a dish that's I think common in Cuba, Puerto Rico, some of the islands, and you have to literally shred flank steak. You boil it and then you shred it really, really fine, and then you fry it with peppers and onions and serve it over rice. It's absolutely delicious, but it takes a lot of patience. And one thing Carlos taught me, his toast. So I'll start with that. And forgive my Spanish, I speak French, but I'll give it a shot. It's salud, amor y pesetas y tiempo para gastarlos, which means, health, love, and money and time to enjoy it. And the poem is called Vaca Frita. And it's my first, I think, reasonably successful villanelle. So I was really excited about that because I had not done that before. Vaca Frita for Amy and Evan. We could shred every tendon of our stories, join for days. Flank steak braised with onions, peppers, bay leaves, wine. But time's a rolling boil, and the family must be fed. We stand flanked at the counter. My body homed the one he loves, the subject of our conversation as we string the meat. We could shred every tendon of our stories, joined for days. I recognize my version of this dish will never be as good as his, and probably less as good as his father's, who taught him. But time's a rolling boil, and our families must be fed. We talk, tear, prepare to fry and oil, rinse the rice, save the broth for tomorrow, plunder the pantry. Something new will come to us. We will shred every tendon of our stories, joined for years. I am warmed by the notion of his cooking hands and hers. His arm around her shoulder now, do they know their time's a rolling boil and their family will be fed? We recognize their version of this dish with these ingredients will taste as good, maybe better than its parts. We feast on love today as they begin to shred every tendon of their stories, joined for years, all time awash, our family is fed. Thank you.